Chosen one, listen carefully, because this week is unlike any other you have ever experienced. The heavens themselves have set a precise mark over your life, and the divine signature has already been etched upon this moment. This is not an ordinary week. This is a week encoded with intention, sealed by decree, and orchestrated in a realm far beyond human comprehension. Everything you have endured, the long nights of doubt, the whispers of disappointment, the seasons where your faith felt tested beyond measure, has been taken into account in the spiritual accounting of heaven. This week was crafted with meticulous care in the unseen, in a space where nothing is random and everything serves a purpose. You are standing now in the corridor of divine manifestation, a hallway where doors are unlocking, and all that was once delayed or blocked is now being released. The timing is perfect because it is God's timing, irreversible and preordained. Do not confuse this with luck, chance, or coincidence. There is authority here. There is power in the alignment, and there is a force moving directly on your behalf. The very atmosphere around you is charged, vibrating in anticipation of what is to come. Heaven has declared this a season of payment, a moment where the ledgers are balanced, the vaults opened, and the fruits of your patience and perseverance are no longer postponed. Stand firm, chosen one, because what is coming cannot be stopped by man, circumstance, or opposition. The unseen hand has moved. The plan is in execution, and you have been strategically positioned to receive all that was always meant for you. Your faith, endurance, and loyalty have been noted in the heavenly registers, and now the divine signal has been sent. The weight of this week is real, and the authority behind it is unquestionable. You are not merely stepping into a period of blessing. You are walking into a moment that was written before time had a name. Let this truth settle in your spirit. The divine pay week is here, and it answers to nothing other than God's perfect will. Now, chosen one, I ask that you receive this message in its entirety, for power is released when the word is completed and declared. Watch until the very end, and do not dismiss the significance of participation, for engagement is alignment. Write in the comments your deepest wishes, your boldest declarations, and affirm with Amen 111 to activate spiritual resonance across the atmosphere. Every word you type, every affirmation you make, is an energy that the universe cannot ignore. It aligns with the currents of the unseen. Speak boldly, knowing that your declaration is a call to action in the spiritual realm. And while you do this, press that like button, subscribe to the channel, and engage fully. These are not merely actions, they are declarations that synchronize your faith with what heaven is releasing. Chosen one, acknowledge now the tears that no one saw, the nights where you wrestled with despair in silence, the storms that raged in your life, while the world moved on as if nothing was happening. Every private battle you fought, every silent endurance you displayed, every tear shed in unseen corners has been noticed and catalogued in heaven's records. You did not bend under the weight of trials. You held your faith quietly, faithfully, and with patience beyond your own understanding. The loyalty, the perseverance, and the sacrifices you made in silence are not overlooked. Nothing you have given, your time, your energy, your trust, has been wasted. The universe has been recording, preparing, and amplifying all that you endured, and now the moment of restitution is arriving. What may have seemed like invisible effort or unrewarded sacrifice was in fact building interest in the spiritual bank of heaven, and that interest is compounded. The pain was never random. The delays, never arbitrary. They were calibrations, alignments, and fortifications for what you are about to receive. This week is your proof that nothing faithful goes unnoticed. The invisible tears, the private victories, the nights spent questioning your path, all these experiences have become the currency of your breakthrough. What you endured alone is now being returned multiplied. Every struggle, every quiet triumph, every moment where the world did not see your worth is about to be publicly honored. Your endurance was your investment, and the return is now non-negotiable. The spiritual economy always rewards perseverance, patience, and loyalty, and you are standing at the threshold of that release. Allow yourself to feel validation, to recognize the worth of your unseen efforts, and to embrace the full impact of a God who does not miss a single detail. Your past suffering was never in vain. It was preparing you for this season of Divine Pay Week. Chosen one, hear this clearly. Divine Pay Week is not limited to financial gain. While money is part of the blessing, the restoration arriving this week transcends currency. Opportunities long dormant, conversations you once hoped for but never had, projects that stalled inexplicably, they are all coming back to life. What seemed lost, forgotten, or abandoned is now returning with supernatural precision, as if heaven itself remembers where each seed was sown and is ensuring it reaches the right hands at the right time. Your stalled visions are resurrecting, your hidden ideas are being activated, and even the relationships you invested in without recognition are being reordered for your benefit. This is the harvest that never forgets. It carries memory, and it will track you down with exactitude. Everything you poured into silently, faithfully, and without fanfare is coming back multiplied. Doors that were shut are now flung open, and the conversations that were delayed are now moving with speed. This is not mere compensation, nor a reaction to human injustice. It is restoration of what heaven always intended. You are being positioned to experience abundance on every level, spiritually, emotionally, creatively, and materially. The opportunities that align with your purpose are seeking you now. What once felt like nothing is now everything. Your patience and persistence in quiet faith are paying off, and the universe is bending to place what is yours directly in your hands. This week, your restoration is holistic. It is precise, intentional, and irreversible. Allow yourself to receive it fully, knowing that everything being returned carries purpose, elevation, and legacy embedded within it. Chosen one, every moment of silence, every season of waiting, every rejection or setback you have faced was never accidental. What you perceived as delay was actually divine alignment, orchestrated with infinite wisdom to position you for maximum impact. Those no's were shields, protecting you from paths that would have diverted your destiny. And those periods of stillness were the unseen setup necessary for the level of breakthrough you are about to enter. Every delay was a sacred pause, a calibration of timing that ensures you step into fullness, not just fragments. Heaven never moves too early or too late. It moves with divine precision. And now, the waiting is over. The alignment has shifted. What felt like stagnation was simply preparation. Your spirit, your mind, your strategies, and your vision have been tuned to match the level of blessing that is being released. What once seemed like disappointment is now revealed as divine choreography. Those doors that were closed were temporary, and now they are opening in ways that will amaze you. This week is a declaration that your season of waiting has ended. The alignment is complete, the preparation finalized, and the divine signal has gone out. Receive what has been reserved for you. Trust the process that brought you here, for the unseen work was necessary to secure what is coming. The delays were never mistakes. They were sacred appointments with destiny. Chosen one, understand this deeply. The pay week you are entering is not about the effort you exerted or the titles you hold. It is about your identity. Heaven responds to truth, not popularity, to essence, not accolades. Your spiritual integrity, your loyalty, your faithfulness, and your quiet obedience are what trigger the release of blessings. The divine economy does not measure you by human standards. It honors those who carried truth when no one else noticed. You did not chase validation, and now validation is chasing you. You did not seek recognition, and now recognition has located your name. This is the law of identity-based reward. Your reward is proportional to the authenticity of your spirit, the faithfulness of your heart, and the alignment of your soul with God's blueprint. It is not earned by noise, effort, or manipulation. It is released in response to who you are, not what you do. The heavens are saying, "This is the one I know. This is the one I have prepared. This is the one whose name has been inscribed in the scroll of destiny." Everything you are receiving now is a reflection of your identity, not a measure of struggle or effort. Your integrity has been observed, your heart has been counted, and the reward is perfectly proportioned to the truth you have carried silently through seasons of testing. Chosen one, behind the scenes, heaven is accelerating your favor. Conversations are taking place in rooms you have not yet entered. Deals are forming in spaces you cannot yet see. Connections are converging in alignment with your destiny. Money, opportunity, and divine favor are seeking you with unerring precision. This is not random. It is orchestrated, reserved, and timed. Wealth is moving to you now because heaven has cleared the path and issued the divine mandate. Doors that were slow to open are now swinging wide. Previously stagnant streams are now rushing toward you. Your harvest is accelerating because the energy of preparation has completed its work. You are no longer behind schedule. You are in the portal of divine acceleration. Everything delayed is now moving in rapid succession. Opportunities that once seemed distant are arriving with immediacy. Messages, approvals, and financial provision are aligning perfectly with your timing. Not human calendars, but divine ones. Every element that was once passive or dormant is now active, and your life is entering a season of momentum that cannot be halted. The favor surrounding you is visible to the spiritual realm and will begin to manifest tangibly in your reality. This acceleration is not temporary. It is the natural result of alignment with heaven's blueprint. Chosen one, if you have felt the weight of recent separation, know that it was never punishment, it was preparation. The closed relationships, the silent departures, and the distance created around you were intentional, designed to preserve a pure atmosphere for your legacy-level blessing. Heaven requires purity before provision, clarity before opportunity, and isolation before elevation. The absence of certain people was strategic, to remove distraction, to prevent contamination, and to secure the environment for what is now being released. Let go of guilt, grief, or resentment for those who walked away. They were not your loss. They were part of divine pruning, clearing the space for favor, wealth, and influence to settle in without interference. This week, the isolation you endured will be revealed as a necessary foundation for your elevation. Your atmosphere is now ready to receive the fullness of what God has prepared. The relationships, doors, and opportunities opening to you are of a level that could not coexist with what has been removed. Let your heart release any attachment to what was lost, because heaven is replacing it with what is abundant, aligned, and eternally significant. Chosen one, the blessings arriving this week are not just for you, they are generational. The Divine Pay Week is rewriting the story of your bloodline, releasing provision, influence, and freedom that extends beyond your lifetime. Wealth, favor, and opportunities are cascading into your legacy, setting a new trajectory for your family and those connected to your lineage. What you receive is strategic. It is freedom for future generations, a redefinition of inheritance, and a manifestation that transforms narratives that once limited your family. This is not revenge against those who doubted you. It is revelation. Your elevation is proof of divine faithfulness, a sign to all that heaven orchestrates outcomes according to purpose, not retaliation. You are not merely receiving material wealth, you are receiving the keys to generational impact, opportunities that create pathways for those who will come after you, and a legacy that will stand as testimony to God's precision. The blessings of this week are profound. They touch spiritual, emotional, and physical dimensions and ensure that your family and your descendants are positioned for freedom, provision, and authority. Your reward is not just for your moment, it is for your lineage, and its effects will be felt for years to come. Chosen one, the Divine Pay Week is not only external, it is internal. This week brings recalibration of your emotional, mental, and spiritual frequency. The sleepless nights, the anxious thoughts, and the moments of doubt were not wasted. They were spiritual tuning, aligning you with the resonance of what is now being released. Inner clarity, peace, and strength are returning to you, establishing a foundation for the external manifestation of your blessings. Heaven is prioritizing the internal before the external, because true reward begins in alignment with the Spirit. Your heart will stabilize, your mind will sharpen, and your soul will resonate with confidence, ensuring that what arrives in your physical reality is handled with wisdom, grace, and authority. The upgrade you are receiving spiritually equips you to steward all that is coming, so that nothing overwhelms, distracts, or diminishes your impact. What lands internally this week will define the permanence, sustainability, and depth of your external success. Chosen one, prepare yourself for the unexpected. Payments you had forgotten, messages that shift circumstances, approvals that defy logic, and sudden movement in stagnant areas are all part of what is arriving. Speed and ease will replace struggle. Alignment will attract instead of chase. You will experience movement without begging, progression without persuasion, and provision without pressure. Heaven is releasing surprises that confirm your alignment, that honor your faith, and that validate your patience. What manifests will not be random. It will be precise, intentional, and undeniable. Opportunities, funds, and relationships that were once hidden are now appearing at the perfect time. You will be amazed at how effortlessly What you were waiting for begins to materialize. Divine surprises are the signature of God's favor. They arrive when the environment is aligned, the timing perfect, and the receiver ready. Be ready to receive with gratitude, understanding that this is heaven's way of confirming that your season of preparation is complete and your season of manifestation has begun. Chosen one, every blessing arriving this week carries confirmation that your faith was seen, your labor acknowledged, and your trust rewarded. Heaven is operating on divine timing, not human calendars, and it has kept every record of your faithfulness. The unseen prayers, the quiet sacrifices, the moments when you stood firm, without applause, all of these are being validated now. Your spiritual account has been fully credited, and the proof of God's attention will precede the material manifestation. You will feel of the blessing before you see it. This internal assurance is confirmation that nothing has been lost, nothing overlooked, and nothing denied. The divine pay week is proof that heaven responds to faith, patience, and alignment, not urgency or noise. Your waiting was not in vain. The seasons of endurance were preparation, and this week they culminate in undeniable evidence of God's faithfulness. Every deposit, every movement, every open door will testify that what you have endured has had divine purpose. This is your moment of validation. The universe is honoring your alignment, and your spiritual readiness is now translating into tangible results. The proof will be so clear that no explanation will be required. Heaven has spoken, and earth is obeying. Chosen one, the heavens are orchestrating a display that is public, undeniable, and powerful. All of the private battles, the sleepless nights, the tears, and the unnoticed efforts are about to be honored openly. Those who doubted you, ignored you, or tried to diminish you will become witnesses to your elevation. This is not revenge, it is revelation. God is showing the world the power of alignment, the faithfulness of endurance, and the authority of divine timing. Your reward is being set before the eyes of all, not as a boast, but as undeniable proof of heaven's orchestration. Doors that were previously invisible will swing wide. Opportunities once delayed will manifest with immediacy, and your name will be associated with favor and increase. This public honor is the natural outflow of private endurance. You do not need to explain, defend, or justify. Your results will speak for themselves. The world will see that this is a gift reserved for the chosen, prepared by the divine, and impossible to attribute to chance. Your private perseverance is now the foundation for public elevation, and every observer will understand that this is divinely orchestrated. Chosen one, pay attention to the confirmations, the signs, the coincidences, or what appear to be coincidences, but are in fact coordinates. Every small confirmation, every whispered word, every unexpected opportunity is a signal from heaven that the divine pay week is in motion. The timing of meetings, the messages that arrive at precise moments, the doors opening seemingly by chance, they are not random. Each is a coordinate pointing toward the full release of your blessings. Heaven is escalating whispers into a roar, signals into undeniable evidence. These confirmations affect your atmosphere, your relationships, and your self-talk. They reassure your spirit that alignment has occurred, that the timing is perfect, and that nothing is by accident. What once seemed like random events are now pieces of a carefully orchestrated blueprint. Pay attention, chosen one. because every seemingly small sign is a map guiding you into the fullness of what has been prepared for you. This week, the divine GPS of heaven will direct every step you take, ensuring that every blessing, conversation, and opportunity intersects perfectly with your destiny. Chosen one, the wealth arriving this week is never without purpose. It is not a goal to chase. It is a tool to execute your vision, to expand your influence, and to secure the legacy written for you. Heaven's economy knows no scarcity. There is abundance reserved for every faithful heart. Unlike earthly systems that operate through fear, competition, or negotiation, the divine economy flows according to faith, alignment, and purpose. What you receive this week is strategically tied to your calling. Every dollar, every resource, every opportunity carries intention. Your hands are entrusted not just with provision, but with the authority to multiply, steward, and release. The wealth coming to you will fund projects, fulfill visions, and secure the paths of those who follow you. It will create environments where dreams manifest, legacies are solidified, and influence is expanded. Your provision is a reflection of heaven's abundance and your alignment with it. Receive with gratitude, knowing that this is wealth with purpose, designed to multiply and sustain in ways beyond what you can measure. Chosen one, the waiting, the knocking, the orbiting around unfulfilled dreams, these are ending. You are no longer at the margins of your vision. You are standing at its center. The divine pay week is the transition from anticipation to arrival, from hope to realization, from orbiting to inhabiting the very space of your promises. Inner knowing replaces uncertainty, confidence replaces fear, and fulfillment replaces longing. You are stepping into the fullness of what has been written for you. Doors that required prayer are now swinging open. Opportunities that were delayed are arriving. Recognition and reward are finding you without effort, because the alignment has been perfected. You are arriving, chosen one, in full presence, with the weight of destiny and the favor of heaven confirming every step. Chosen one, hear this final declaration. This is your divine pay week. Wealth, peace, clarity, and purpose are converging in your life simultaneously, and every aspect of heaven is confirming its arrival. What has been delayed is delivered, what has been blocked is broken, and what has been withheld is being released without resistance. You are revealed, resourced, and aligned. God's timing is perfect, and the orchestration of every detail is evident in your life. Stand firm, receive with gratitude, and walk boldly into this season, knowing that your inheritance is real, your favor is unstoppable, and your elevation is permanent. The divine pay week is no longer coming. It is here. Receive it fully, live it with authority, and allow every blessing to magnify, multiply, and transform your life, your family, and your legacy. This is your time, your season, and your divine right.